Hey everybody, this is Fernando from the 11 Count, where me and Eddie talk and bitch about wrestling, which we have no idea about, but we love talking about it. So let's get started. We just kicked off Wrestlemania 41. Let's talk the results.
So, real quick, before we talk about the results, I want to ask a quick question about from you because I know it bugged me.
Uh huh.
Did it annoy you the fact that we were bombarded with dude wipes, WWE 2K25, Minute Maid, Drumstick, Ice Cream, Clash of Clans, Doom, Morgan and Morgan, Fnatic events, Prime Chime, Snickers commercials, plus the damn ring canvas and the turnbuckles? Did and I understand ad revenue, but god damn, did any of that bug you at all? Like how bombarded we were with commercials?
That's definitely a TKO thing
Yeah.
because even WWE, like right before TKO, wasn't that bad with advertisements,
Yeah.
which I'm like, I guess. Does
But
it take away from the wrestling for me? Not really. It would if like they stopped in the middle of the match. You know what gets me all pumped for these juicy matches?
stop too Slim Jim.
Prime prime energy. But like, I mean, as long as it's not stopping the matches, that's fine. Um, I did feel like WrestleMania had a few too many commercials this year.
It I think it had too many commercials. I also feel like this was maybe one of the times that WrestleMania didn't have to be 2 nights. I think one 4 hour night could have worked because
This was definitely a light WrestleMania.
there was a lot of fat on this card. I heard someone say this, and I have to agree. This was probably the worst WrestleMania of the Triple H era so far. The,
And and honestly,
mm,
no slight to Triple H because there were some bangers in there.
yeah.
There were some good matches. Like my brother doesn't watch wrestling. He
Mhm.
was he was he was with me on Saturday when we were watching night one, and
Yeah.
he loved uh Charlotte versus
Stratton?
yeah.
Okay.
He he
Do you
was
like
like, holy shit, like this is actually a really good match.
wait, is Benito a wrestling fan?
I mean I think every guy was a wrestling fan at one point,
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. Yeah,
but I think like for a lot of us, we just fall out of it because a lot of our favorite guys are gone.
that's true. Or it gets so ridiculous, like straight up, I fell out in like 2009 when it was getting like really stupid.
Yeah, when it got real PG,
Yeah,
yeah, I couldn't do it.
no. But all right, you're right. So let's kick off night one with Jay versus Gunter. Uh,
I
what
was right.
what'd you think?
I mean, I was right. I knew it was gonna be the first match. It's a fucking title match. It's gonna if it's not gonna be last, it's gonna be first.
I think
Um,
I think Jericho said it. If you're not last, you want to be first.
yeah, like you never want to be like the second match.
Yeah. Just
I
so
thought it was good. I thought it was a good match.
yeah. I thought it was
Solid match.
fine. Like it was fine to good. My only thing was why tap out Gunther? They wouldn't do that with Brock. You know what I mean? And I feel like Gunther
Yeah,
should be treated like Brock Lesnar. Like he cuts that imposing figure. He is
yeah,
one of your bigger guys. Like he should be treated like a Brock Lesnar where he doesn't have to cheat and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna walk away with the title." That's
yeah,
some house show shit. You know that.
yeah,
Like I it was okay to good, but it could have gone to other gear if Gunther was more unstoppable instead of being like he got slapped in the face and didn't even respond that same episode of Raw.
I think a pin would have been sufficient.
Yeah.
I I think when you make someone tap, that's the ultimate like I give up.
Fuck you, I got you.
Yeah.
I didn't even fight it for that long. I think he tapped after like maybe 3 seconds, if that.
Mhm.
It's not like he was trying to fight him off. But yeah, so not a terrible match, not the worst way to start off WrestleMania. And up next, we had
Mhm.
a match that I am convinced was only there due to the Clash of Clans sponsorship. Because why would you have that instead of the triple threat TLC match that's going to be on SmackDown?
What was the second match? Fuck, I can't remember.
Oh, New Days versus War Raiders.
Oh,
Come on, man. That match did not have to be on the card. When I say that there's some fat in this card, that's the first one.
oh, 100%. Like they have no rivalry. Like they just threw this together.
Like, it would have been a great match for the Raw after Mania and have the title change
Yeah,
happen then.
yeah.
But nah,
It's because
nah.
I feel like the tag team division has taken a back seat, like a hard back seat,
Since the Usos left, yeah.
and it's tough. It's tough right now for tag teams. Tag team wrestling is in a bit of a funk.
Well, in WWE, I would argue AEW has a solid tag team division. WWE got to work on their tag team division.
Look, see, in AEW, it's kind of the opposite. The tag team division is doing great,
Yeah.
but like their mid card championships are kind of
Need a
they're
little,
stale.
yeah.
Their mid cards are stale right now. Like fucking the Japanese dude has been the Continental Champion. He's the only Continental Champion.
No, Eddie Kingston was the first Continental Crown champion.
Oh yeah, we forget about Eddie Kingston.
I don't,
Uh,
I don't hate their mid card though. Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada. Come on, who's the TNT
eh.
champ? Adam Cole. I mean, fuck, that's a solid mid card right
Hey,
there.
whatever happened to fucking Jack Perry?
Taking time off, I'm assuming. He
That
fucked up.
I also don't like. Dudes just randomly disappear.
I mean, maybe he got injured. I don't know if he did. He might have, but I just know he dropped the title to Daniel Garcia and fucked off. He
Mm.
hasn't been seen since.
But yeah, that tag title match was really just
Lame,
lame, boring,
unneeded.
unneeded. I wasn't into it.
I mean, maybe if they had heated up, kept New Day hot after like New Year's, different story. But
Yeah.
nah, this nah, that
Yeah,
wasn't.
ever since they like kicked out Big E, they it's not that they can't do good on their own, but they've just been out of the spotlight.
Yeah,
So people don't really give a shit.
agreed. Although okay, now here's a match that I think fully deserved its WrestleMania spot: Naomi versus Jade Cargill.
Mhm.
I think it was actually pretty good. The story they told was simple but straightforward. It was needed to make Jade look strong, but also I think it gave Naomi some teeth. You know what I mean? Good match. Also, a non-title match for a women's card. I mean, a
Yeah.
women's non-title match for the WrestleMania card is pretty rare. So, no, good for them.
That was a solid match. Good story. Has some bones at least compared to just tossing in New Day and War Raiders.
Yeah. But no,
I give that one I give that one a solid 3 out of 5.
6 out of 5. Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Six
Um,
out of five.
I'm sorry, 6 out of 10.
I was
My
like,
bad.
damn, really love that match.
And man,
All the
AEW
wardrobe
representing.
malfunctions.
AEW representing all the way. Um, Now a match that man should have been planned further in advance, so it could have been better. Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight for the United States Championship.
Hmm.
It felt it felt hollow and empty. Like it didn't feel like a Mania match. It felt like a really good opener for like Backlash or something.
I thought it was okay. I feel like the story, because the story wasn't really all there, it was just put there.
Do you notice though how what we're talking about, like when it came to the New Day versus the War Raiders, Jacob
Yeah,
Fatu,
there was no build to a lot of these matches.
it almost feels like they were so busy concentrating on Cody and Cena and the triple threat that they were like, oh fuck the other matches.
Oh man, when we talk about that, I have some fucking words about that match.
Oh, don't worry. That's why we're speeding through some of these. The only other thing I got to say about this one is how cheap did that mask look? The werewolf mask.
Uh, it looked pretty cheap.
It
I'm
looked like
like,
something that you get at discount hall.
you could have shit out some of the big bucks.
It's weird because like the stage looked amazing, but like a lot of the costumes on this episode, like on this WrestleMania, look like shit. Well, actually, you know
That's
what?
what happens when you fucking do it in Vegas. Everything's expensive.
No, you know what? There was a costume lady that was a senior costume lady for WWE, and she retired right before the new year. I wonder if that's why it looked so bad because she wasn't involved.
That could be it.
But
And they probably didn't have anyone good to replace her.
well, because she had been it since Bret Hart. Like I remember, Hart was like, "No, she helped me with my pink tights." Like she's the like that's the
And
woman.
then one day she pissed off Bret Hart and he held a 50-year grudge against her.
He never smiled.
Never mind.
Legend has it, he has not smiled to this day.
Before we continue, did you see at the Hall of Fame
Oh,
Triple H shook Bret Hart's hand?
and Hart rolled his eyes.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
like,
yeah.
dude, fuck you, man.
No,
Like,
no,
what
no,
else do you want this guy to do?
no. Fuck Triple H. Let me tell you why real quick. No, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why he did it.
Oh, here we go.
No, no, because everyone came out to the Hall of Fame like normal. Triple H got the big entrance and did like his water bottle thing and everything. And Hart's just like,
Mm.
we get it. You think you're bigger than the rest of us, even though Stone Cold carried us through the Attitude Era. We get it. Fucking self-indulgent.
Triple H was the big name on this Hall of Fame class.
No, but
The
he
big
got
name always gets the longest induction and all that shit.
you and I both know he does a lot of self-indulgent shit. What happened when Raw opened on Netflix, the first episode? He narrated the opening thing, and he was the first guy
He's
on.
in charge of fucking Raw. Who do you want on there? Vince
Maybe a
McMahon?
wrestler. Maybe a wrestler.
Who?
Fucking opening Raw probably could have been Punk. Cut the promo for him and Seth later on in the main event.
Or
Something.
the guy that helms the ship?
Or Cody. Or Cena. Come on, man. Don't fuck take the glasses off for a second, all right? I can acknowledge when AEW fucks up. Triple H is pretty self-indulgent with a lot of his bullshit. Come on.
Self-indulgent, sure, but
Thank you.
he's the one that's running the ship.
I still that doesn't make it less self-indulgent. That's my point. I'm not saying he's not directing the ship. I'm saying he sucks his own dick a lot.
So
But
does every wrestler. You think Bret Hart doesn't suck his own dick?
I think Bret Hart never was like, oh man, let me get an entire entrance to myself and let me open Raw on Netflix. The biggest
No, he just goes on every fucking podcast and every interview and talks about, oh, woe is me, Goldberg. Goldberg did
well,
this
he
to
should talk
me.
Triple H too. He says he couldn't
He
lace his boots.
deliberately did this to me.
No, he should.
Fucking Bret Hart has always been a whiny bitch, dude.
And Triple H has always been a self-indulgent douche. And you know who else is self-indulgent?
Tony Khan?
No, I was gonna say uh Ray Phoenix and Grande Americano. I was just trying to segue into the next match.
Oh.
But yeah,
That
man.
was okay match. It was just, again, thrown together because Rey Mysterio was out. Don't know why he was out.
I
And
dude, I am 100% convinced that Ray was not injured, that they just wanted to sub in Ray Phoenix. I'm 100%
maybe.
on that.
I mean, that's risky though. I mean, Ray Phoenix had only been with the company for what, 3 weeks?
Has he even wrestled a match or was this his debut?
No, he wrestled. He wrestled on SmackDown.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, but yeah, nah, it was a risky, I agree. I think maybe it was to try and showcase luchador wrestling. Let me ask you
Yeah.
this though, real quick, and I want you
Here
to
we go.
no,
Here we go.
I want you to take your thick skin Fernie hat off for a minute and
Uh
look
huh.
look at it like I'm asking an actual question.
Uh huh.
There was some backlash when they first introduced El Grande Americano because it's like that's not a real luchador. Like that you're making a mockery of the tradition. Do
Okay.
is this offensive to the real luchadors that actually like this is sacred to them? Do you think it's
It's
offensive?
it's the same deal. Here's the thing. It just depends on who you ask.
Hmm.
It's the same deal with Bret Hart. Bret Hart is the type of dude that's like, wrestling is real to me. I fucking live, I breathe wrestling. But you talk to another guy who's not as serious about it, like Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels loves wrestling, but he doesn't want to fuck it like Bret Hart does. Like
Hmm.
Bret Hart wants to fuck wrestling. Like if wrestling was a woman, he'd fuck it. He'd fuck it real good.
Jesus, Frank.
But luchadores, it just depends who you ask.
Hmm.
The Gran Americano, he's meant to be satire. He's meant to be a person that you want to punch in the face.
But then,
And it would be different if he sucked. But
do
Chad Gable can actually wrestle.
do you think though he should have lost this match, or should Ray have like was it the right call to have him win, or should Ray have won?
Well, that's where it's tough because I mean Ray Phoenix, he's barely been in the company for like 3 weeks.
But
Do you?
imagine how much this would elevate him on such a big stage.
Oh, I'm sure. But do you give him the big win or do you give the guy who's been there day in and day out like Chad Gable? I mean, you could still build Ray Phoenix. This isn't the end all be all. He's barely on the company. You can build him. He didn't lose bad.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I don't mind giving it to Chad Gable because Chad Gable is a hell of a worker.
yeah, fair. All right,
But it could have gone either way.
fair. Also on the back of this, we got some news that WWE bought AAA, and
Triple A
and
wrestling. And I
and
was looking at their roster, dude. Their roster is light.
AAA's roster.
Light.
Well, okay, so
Like I think 20 names. And majority of them are signed to TNA.
okay, from what I checked, and this is from Cultaholic, right? Like we got an
Uh,
exclusive report that they fully intend on rebranding AAA as NXT Mexico.
I think that's stupid. I would keep it as Triple A.
But it's not the corporate name.
But again, like that's something I don't agree with. I think that they should keep it as Triple A. Triple A itself is a big name in Mexico.
Yeah,
Like I get it, NXT is a big name worldwide,
yeah.
but I would have kept it as Triple A.
I
But
compl
that's just me.
I completely agree with you, but I'm not going to be surprised when they rebrand it as NXT Mexico as a feeder system. And I don't like the fact that this is, and we can have another podcast about this. I
Hmm.
do want to talk about this like in a broader spectrum, but I don't think this is a good thing. Even if it was AEW, I'd still be like, maybe concentrate on your own thing.
Nah, you would have been like, "This is great. Tony's the best. I
I
love
wouldn't mind
Tony.
a full-on alliance, but like,
Tony has a new chest of toys to play with."
ugh. But anyway, okay,
You look at him and you tell me he does not look like a giant child playing with his action figures.
he looks like the guy that saved professional wrestling, but we can talk about that another day.
Oh my god.
Suck a dick. Now let's talk. Let's talk about my third favorite match of the weekend, actually.
Uh-huh.
Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. And
That was
man,
a good fucking match.
dude,
Good
they
fucking
wrestled
match.
stiff as fuck.
They were really stiff. So stiff to the point that Tiffany lost the tooth.
Like, man, there was a point where Charlotte Flair, her leg, the bad leg, got caught in the ropes, and Tiffany dropped a knee on it, and all I heard was Charlotte yell, not like a worked, but like a legit, like, oh fuck, like what
Yeah.
just happened to my leg, like loud.
Oh yeah. They genuinely do not like each other, which
Yeah.
is good business.
Oh, definitely, 100%. But damn, like they, oofala.
That was a good match. And I'm glad and I was right. I was like Tiffany should win this.
Yeah,
The 100% she should win this. She's the up and comer, the hot up and comer.
yeah.
Like she's on fire right now. Like she should have definitely won. Like no slight against Charlotte. I'm not a big Charlotte fan. I understand how big she is to the women's division, how she helped save the women's division and all that shit. But like Tiffany definitely should have won.
Completely agree. It's a big endorsement of their future because they recognize the four horsewomen are not going to be around forever. Obviously,
They're
Mercedes is gone.
dead. They're glue.
The fucking Becky just turned heel.
Oh
Charlotte,
yeah.
like I don't know if Charlotte's going to be there on Friday or what the deal is with her. And then fucking Bailey, which I mean, again, this can be on the next 11 count if you want, dropping some major hints that she might be leaving like in a year and a half when her contract's up.
On the Chris Van Vliet podcast.
Yeah, which man, I hope so because AEW's women's roster is getting really good now, and adding Bailey would only help.
I think it's also she's done everything that she can do. What else is she gonna do?
I think she is the only woman of the four horsewomen to not main event WrestleMania. Charlotte did it, Becky did it, and Mercedes Moné did it.
Mm.
And I think she feels slighted because even after COVID Mania happened, I don't know if you remember, she wasn't on the fucking card, and that's because she carried the women's division. She legitimately carried the women's division the whole COVID era, the whole Thunderdome
Yeah,
era.
I saw that excerpt from the Chris Van Vliet interview where she said like Triple H says all these nice things about me, and I love that he says these nice things about me. We don't have any heat whatsoever, but I'm not put in this in the spot of like the top person. And she's like, maybe it's also because I'm not the type to be like I should be there. Like like she doesn't fight for it.
Yeah, but she feels
Which
like if it's obvious, like why the fuck aren't you just giving it to me? Like I'm not gonna cry.
even then, even if it is obvious, just because it's obvious and you have someone else nipping at your heels, because that women's division is tight. Like like that women's division, there's no real clear like the mid carders can easily jump up into the main card,
Yeah.
like 100%. And when you have that much talent just there nipping at your heels, hey, you have sometimes you have to be a dick.
But that's the thing though. I don't think Bailey's that person. I think
No,
she's
that's why. Like, I get it. Like, she's not that type of person. But sometimes in the wrestling business, that's what you have to do. You have to be a dick. And it's not because you want to, it's because you have to.
I mean, shit, or maybe she can go to another company and have a fresh start. If
Mercedes Monet.
yeah.
Or she, hey, she didn't like what was going on in WWE. She fucking packed up her shit and she left.
And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know how true this is. She is still currently the highest paid. Maybe Becky Lynch's new contract went higher, but as
Mm-hmm.
I understand it, Mercedes Moné, at least at the time of signing with AEW, is the highest paid women's wrestler like on the planet.
Mm.
And I guarantee you, he will shell out big money to get Bailey in there. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe WWE
And
get
next on the rise and fall of AEW.
fuck you. Maybe Mariah. Maybe WWE get Mariah May and AEW get Bailey. I'll take that trade. I want Mariah May to stay with AEW, but I'll take it. But speaking of tradesies,
I think if anyone that they get from AEW, I think it's gonna be Britt Baker.
probably Britt Baker too. But no, I would argue Mariah May. But anyway,
Mm.
but speaking of tradesies, let's talk about the triple threat Heyman on a pole match. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus Punk. And I fucking called it. And I even called Heyman changing sides.
I did you? I don't remember recalling him
Oh,
changing
I
sides.
checked. I went back and re-listened to the podcast. I wanted to make sure I was right. You said
But
Punk.
did you call that he was changing sides to Rollins? I know
Yeah.
you called Rollins winning.
Yes. No, I did. I said, and I think it'd be perfect if Heyman went with Rollins instead of Punk or Reigns.
Mm.
I even called that part. I'm a genius. But what'd you think of the match?
Solid match. Solid match between guys that will work with each other, but you can tell they probably don't like each other.
I don't think it's that they don't like each other. I think Seth and Roman don't like Punk.
Yeah. Oh, 1,000%.
Because I genuinely think that Seth and Roman are cool. They're like, look, man, we both been through some shit. We have respect and mutual understanding for one another, like we are brothers.
No, I bet I 100% bet they don't like Punk because remember Punk was the top guy
Yeah.
when they had just broke into the main roster.
Well, also Punk shit talked the company for years. I think
Yeah.
one time where he criticized Roman Reigns directly, if I
Oh
remember.
yeah. And I know Seth Rollins he really took liberties with that, like of him talking shit. about the company when he was gone.
Yeah, well, because dude, because Seth was trying to build the company. Like, if I'm trying to make this place as good as I can, and all you do is keep
Yeah.
shit on it, dude, fuck you, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Um, but Triple Threat, I thought it was pretty good. I think though it was good not because of the moves, but the character work. Like the character
Yeah.
work made it work. What'd you think of
Oh yeah.
who'd you think Heyman was gonna give the chair to?
I was like, he's gonna give it to Punk. He's not gonna give it to Roman. I did not think that he was gonna switch sides to Rollins because I always thought Rollins thought of him like a parasite,
Yeah. Well,
which I was genuinely surprised when like he fucking low blows Punk.
man, that low blow to Punk was dirty, but when he low blowed Reigns, he got all up in there.
Oh yeah, he wanted to feel it. He wanted to feel the tribal chief.
Jesus. But yeah, Seth wins in a pretty good triple threat match. My second best match of the weekend, I think. Second or first?
Yeah, solid match, solid triple threat match.
What would you rate? What did you rate it?
I give it 4 out of 5.
Well, all right, not bad, not bad. Probably almost 7.5 out of 10.
Mm.
Pretty good. Night two started off with the best match of the weekend to me. Rhea Ripley versus Io versus Bianca Belair.
Yeah,
What do you think about it?
it was a really good fucking match. Great match.
I loved.
I was I was not expecting for EO to win because I was like they might just go the safe route and just have Bianca or Rhea win.
Mhm.
But I'm glad they went with Io Sky because it shows that her title win wasn't a fluke.
Yeah,
Like she's a contender. And again, like you said with Tiffany Stratton, they're investing in their future.
yeah. Well, also, I kind of felt like it was the right call as far as like their future is concerned, but also like she needed it to be elevated to the level of Bianca and Rhea. Io is now a
Yeah.
made woman because of this, to me.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah,
If she doesn't get this win against those two, it's a lot tougher for her to be considered a top woman in the women's division.
yeah. But all right, up next we got Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. And honestly, man, I thought this match was mid. The finishing spot was awesome, but that was about it.
I didn't watch it because I was heading back to my place from my parents.
Uh-huh.
So I can't really say like if it was a good match or not. I saw some of the highlights. It didn't look great.
It was,
Uh, when I was watching, and even the build up for it, I was kind of like, it seems like a gimmick match.
dude, again, this match felt like a house show match. When I say that there's some matches that didn't need to be on this card, Drew versus Damian is one of them. It felt so mid card, it sucked.
Not a lot of story build up with a lot of these matches, and you could see it, which sucks.
Yeah.
Like I like WWE, I really do, but I mean this WrestleMania 41, not a lot of story, and they really just try to say like, oh, we're gonna get them with the wrestling.
And I would argue they didn't on this one.
Yeah, I would say that they didn't for the most part.
Although I will give it that Claymore with the chair was pretty sick, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Up next, the IC title Fatal Four Way. We got Dame.
this one I was excited for.
Honestly, I wasn't, and I thought it was fine. Like, it was not the best Fatal Four Way, but they only had 13 minutes.
Yeah,
And I mean, fuck.
which
And
I'm like, dude, this match should have gotten a lot more time.
well, not just a lot more time. I feel like their styles don't really work well because you got three high flyers and one muscle guy.
I feel like it could have worked if they would have given them more time.
Yeah.
But again, like they didn't give them a lot of time. I don't know why. I felt like they had a ton of time to blow because usually WrestleMania ends at what 10?
Yeah. Dude,
The last match went on like at 9.
Dude, the last match, I'm convinced they went home early.
Yeah.
Because
Like I was like,
I don't
it's
know.
already done? Like that's it?
Dude, everyone was shocked. They were like, I thought we were still in the first part of this match.
Yeah.
Because 8 minutes from the end is when Travis Scott comes out. So it's like, oh, we're
Oh,
gonna.
hold on, we're getting too far ahead. What was after the IC title match?
Well, IC title match was good. Dominic is over. He's the new IC champion. I like that. After that was Randy Orton's open challenge where he murders.
Darian called this one.
Huh?
Darian called this one.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah, she was like, you know who should come out? The I believe in Joe Hendry guy. And then like she was walking to the kitchen, and then say his name and he appears.
Did she go, oh my God, I called it?
Yeah, she's like, I fucking called it.
So I like that he answered the challenge, but I got one problem with it. The dude is the world champion of TNA and he lost in 3 minutes. Granted, you can argue it's Randy Orton, but let me ask you this. If WWE sent Braun Breaker, their IC champion, to TNA and he gets beat in 3 minutes, do you really think WWE would let that happen?
No, I think we're on the same boat on this. I thought they did Joe Hendry dirty.
I agree. And I mean, it said that, oh, okay, he's playing ball. Like, that means they're more likely to sign him. But even then, I thought they did him dirty.
I know it's like you. We all know TNA bottom, WWE top. Like
Yeah, you can show him some love from time to time. You
yeah,
saw,
we know that. But I was like, it should have been a competitive match. Like
yeah,
build up this guy.
like, and that way when he comes in like 2 or 3 years, boom, there's rivalry right there ready for him.
I mean, I know like Triple H loves him. He talked very highly of him. So I mean, I hope to see Joe Hendry more in the future. I
Uh,
did think it was funny though, like when he did the turnaround, like the Joe Hendry turnaround, and then boom, RKO.
yeah, but that should have been the only RKO. Like that should have been the end of it.
I thought it was hilarious when his music starts playing and you catch Randy Orton just kind of fucking bobbing his head like it was pretty catchy,
Well, because dude, he has a master's in marketing. So when
dude.
he did you have you seen how he came up with the idea for the song?
Uh.
So he said like, okay, there's a number of ticks that you need to hit. It's either every one count, one and a half, or every two.
Mm.
So he was like, okay, what's the most catchy one? One and a half. Okay, we're gonna use that to make the tempo for the song, and we're gonna use this. I'm gonna move with the song after the guitar solo, so that way the
Mhm.
crowd can engage and know what to do when I'm walking. Like, it was very calculated the way he made his entrance, which I
Mm.
mean, it worked.
Oh, I mean, 100%, dude. The crowd loves him. He's a huge crowd favorite,
Yeah.
and I know he lost. I do think WWE did him dirty. I felt like he should have had a competitive match.
Yeah.
But that WrestleMania moment for him, that's gonna go on.
A
That's
lifetime.
gonna be like huge for him.
Yeah.
Like even if he lost, like that's gonna be huge for him.
Yeah. I agree. But speaking of two matches that were like either disappointing or had no reason being there, Logan Paul wasted one of AJ Styles' final Mania matches, and man, the crowd just could not get into this match. I couldn't give a fuck, and it's crazy because Logan Paul's actually pretty good,
Oh yeah, like both of them are incredible wrestlers.
but they
It's
did not
just,
tell.
it's just again, dude, no fucking story for people to invest in.
Dude, I completely agree. Like if Logan had been like, I'm the phenomenal one now, like you're the past, I'm the present. Okay, all right, I can get with that.
Yeah, I
No.
mean Logan's nickname is the Maverick. AJ Styles is a phenomenal one. He could have easily like been like, as a young star, you were amazing, but now you're old.
Also, like, what if Logan had been like, you're old, but also like anything you can do, I can do better. Watch. And in the
Okay,
matches,
little orphan Annie.
But he would do the phenomenal forearm. He would do the Styles Clash, and he would do moves that AJ would do, but better.
Yeah.
And have AJ fuck up the move sometimes and like slip on the rope or something, and be like, "Can AJ find the phenomenal one again?"
Yeah.
There you go, Triple H. Fucking hire me, you dumb bastard, you bold son of a bitch. Would I say this to his face? No, but still. Well, wait, no, he has a heart condition. Maybe I could take him.
Wow. No, I'm pretty sure even with a heart condition, he'd fuck you up.
He'd have to catch me first.
I don't know, dude. I'm pretty sure he would catch you.
We'll never know. But you know what we do know is that this next match was fucking pointless. Becky Lynch returned after an angle riding Bailey off WrestleMania again to
Yeah.
team with Lyra Valkyrie, the Intercontinental Champion. They beat Raquel Rodriguez, the RGB's own Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan, and then the next fucking day on Raw, lose the titles, and Becky turns heel.
Yeah. I don't get it. I
Just
have no
fucking,
idea why.
dude, just fucking turn her heel at Mania. Have her like halfway, like at the very end of the match,
He
Lyra
should have
tags
had her
her.
betray Valkyria
But like also
to
like there's no story.
end the match.
Why should I give a shit that Becky betrayed Lyra? It's like when Becky betrayed Bianca. Like why do I give a fuck?
I think why you would care because Becky would come in as a Jesus Christ. Is because I would say why you should care. So Becky comes in as this baby face, as hero because Liv and Raquel Rodriguez are the obvious heels, and she's there to help out this young up and coming talent. And then boom, at the end of the match, she just fucking starts beating the shit out of her and leaves her to get pinned.
Yeah, there you go. And that like man,
That would have been a better ending.
yeah. But no, no, no. God damn.
Not at the fucking Raw after Mania.
Mm-mm. And again, this is a match that didn't have to be at Mania. Like this Mania card could have been 8 amazing matches over 4 hours, but instead they had 14 matches over 2 days, over 18 hours of
Yep.
coverage.
Yep.
And then we get to the shit stain of a main event. This was fuckery of the highest order, and probably the worst main event since maybe WrestleMania 32.
I will say this because Owen did make. I'll give him this. They did make a decent point.
Mhm.
John Cena did say he was going to ruin wrestling.
Oh, fuck you. No, 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 no. They do not get to use that. That's like a heel.
It's
Okay.
not. He's not wrong.
That is horse shit. You know why I think it was so slow and
But
boring?
the reason why I think it is because rewatching the match, he's like so slow. He's not doing any big hits. Like it's really just like copy and paste everything that he's doing in the match. That's the only reason why I would say that.
All right. Here, all right. Let me give you my 2 cents real quick.
Uh
I
huh.
think he wrestled so slow because he knew if he like got on a rhythm and the crowd starts cheering for him and they turn on Cody, they were very careful to try and protect Cody. They didn't have to be because they fucked up the heel turn, but regardless, I think that's one reason why the match never picked up because if Cena starts to pick up steam, the crowd starts to cheer. And if you want to argue, well, no, that's because he wants to ruin wrestling. Okay, then how the fuck are they gonna have him defend the title at several pay-per-views wrestling a purposefully bad match? Like it doesn't work. It can't work. What should have happened is a 5 minute competitive match at the beginning. Then Cena just starts hitting big moves for the next 20 minutes. Cody gets a
Hmm.
little bit of offense. Cena hits him with a Batista bomb. Cody gets a little bit of offense. Cena hits him with a stunner. Like have
Hmm.
Cena use finishing bombs on Cody, right? Cody tries to get some maneuvers in. Nope. Here's a sweet chin music, like a shitty sweet chin music. Have Cena just use every finisher that you can think of on Cody, and Cody's having trouble trying to get up. And then at the end, Cody gets distracted by fucking The Rock's music coming out because The Rock couldn't even fucking be bothered. Cody turns around and Cena kicks him in the dick, hits him with the title, and hits him with a triple rolling AA to win. There you go. There's your fucking main event. You fucking idiots.
Here were my biggest problems with the main event.
Hmm.
What Rock said afterwards, how he's like, I'm just gonna let them do it. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be involved in their story anymore. I'm like, fuck you.
Because you know it's a
You
bad story.
started this story.
Yeah.
Like, go fuck yourself. You can't just pack your balls and go home.
Oh, the crowd aren't into it. Oh, okay. Let me step out. This was the plan the whole time. Fuck
Like,
you.
fuck you, dude. You started this. That was one of the biggest problems. Second biggest problem. Travis Scott. Fuck off. Like,
Dude, he took forever to get to the goddamn ring.
fuck all the way off. You're not a wrestler. Get the fuck out of the ring. No one gives a fuck about you.
Also, he had
Like,
that crappy, like, hardcore WWE
oh
champ.
yeah, that belt that they gifted him because he loved the hardcore title so much, they made him a new one.
Fucking stupid. And then and then they made Cody look like a dipshit for hesitating to hit Cena with the title.
Yeah, they
Like,
made him look like the ultimate like good guy.
no,
Like,
no,
no,
no.
dude,
But
fucking hit
stupid
him.
like that.
Like, no one's gonna fucking slide him for hitting him.
Like they made him look like Sting in WCW when he was like, "Oh, all my tag team partners betray me. I can't believe it." Like, are you fucking
Yeah,
stupid? Come on.
I don't know. I don't know why they did that. Like, I
Because
don't mind giving Cena the 17th championship.
I love it.
I don't mind it. Whatever. He truly did more for that company than Hulk Hogan ever did. And
Yeah.
if his name erases Hulk Hogan, so be it.
And Flair for that matter.
Well, I mean, Flair's not really. I wouldn't really associate him too much with WWE. I would say he's more associated with WCW.
Well, no, but he's associated with wrestling as the most world championships. So now
I mean, to be fair, if we're gonna go that route, Flair has way more world championships than
I
Cena.
think he has 21 or 25. It's very
Yeah, yeah, it's like in the 20s.
yeah.
It's just that we don't count those.
Yeah. But
But I mean, all intents and purposes, Cena does deserve to go down as the guy with the most championships in WWE. 100%. That's fine. The match itself was just so boring.
yeah.
And it felt like no one knew what the fuck was going on.
I, I agree. I think The Rock is to blame because imagine they did the heel turn heel here where
Yeah.
well, they're both baby faces and they're trying to fight clean. And then Cena, like The Rock comes out and Cena just kicks Cody in the dick, hits him with the title. Boom, there's a heel turn, and he wins the 17th world title. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
But
I
man,
don't mind that. It's just fuck, man. Like, that really pissed me off. The Rock saying that shit afterwards. Like, dude, you're the one that fucking did this. Like, you can't just fucking back out. Like, that pissed me off. I thought that was stupid.
I think I so okay. He fucked up the whole plan for Triple H. I will give Triple H that much. Like, okay, he had a plan. Rock completely fucked it. There's a there's a guy called Luke Owen, right? He works for Wrestle Talk, and he's very prominent in his theories, right, on like wrestling and stuff.
Uh huh.
He's done some good essays like on the Fiend and whatnot, and he says he has a theory that every wrestling booker only has about 5 years worth of good booking in them before they begin to falter or repeat themselves or fuck up, right? You only got 5 years tops. And he
Okay.
said we're approaching Triple H's fifth year because even if you take out the Cena Cody Rock bullshit, look at the rest of the card. There were very few stories. This card felt thrown together like Triple H might be hitting his wall or like the end of his like really, really good idea run.
Fuck, I really hope that's not the case. I really do. I hope that it's anything else but that.
I I don't know. I think This is why it's important to have a good team around you that you can listen to and trust. These are the times where you need to surround yourself with good people. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It. I'll just say this: I am so fucking glad that Cena, at the very least, his heel promo the following day was solid, and I hope Cena Orton at in St. Louis is good. I don't know if it's gonna be, but I really hope it is.
Dude, oh man. I will say, seeing Orton pop up in the back, I was like, thank you. Someone do something.
Because we both know how this is gonna go. Orton at Backlash, Cena's gonna win, lol. Punk at Money in the Bank, Cena's gonna win, lol. Like we know the story, right? Clash in Paris, it'll probably be McIntyre, Cena wins, lol. We know the story, and we'll go with you. Just for fuck's sake, please make it entertaining.
I really hope the Orton versus Cena one is entertaining. I hope it's close. Because
I,
Orton could legitimately win.
Orton, nah, I don't think he has a chance in hell. What I think they could do is play off their history and be like Cena, like John, you're right, you're a 17-time world champion. Who beat you for that title like 4 times?
Mm.
Come on.
I did like they caught John on the mic.
What?
Shit!
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Dude, did you see him out like loudly calling spots?
Against Cody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Dude, I watched this WrestleMania twice. Like I watched night one and two twice. I was like, am I biased? Like I know I love AEW. Am I biased for thinking that this was a bad pay-per-view, so I rewatched it? No, I
No,
don't.
you on and you know me. I'm far more a WWE guy than I am an AEW guy. I will definitely say wholeheartedly this Mania felt hastily thrown together. Not a lot of story build up, and it just felt odd.
Yeah, I agree.
Like 100%. That's what it felt like. And I just don't know why. Like I don't know how like that happened, but I mean, yeah, that was the case.
Yeah. Well, here's hoping next WrestleMania is better. Or maybe Triple H is hitting the end of his cycle. We're gonna find out.
Like this WrestleMania clearly at best it was a 5 out of 10. 50-50. At worst 4 out of 10.
I'm gonna be a little more generous. I'm gonna say because of the three really good matches, scale of 1 to 10, I would give it like a 6. But I'm
The
not gonna go
yeah,
back and rewatch it. Like definitely.
I can see a 6. For me, because I mean, you know me. Like I'm a far more WWE guy than I am an AEW guy.
Mhm.
I do felt like they let a lot of people down with this one.
Yeah. Well, okay. Now imagine this card: Cena, Cody, right? You got the triple
Hmm.
threat with Punk, Roman, and Seth, right? Now imagine you got the TLC tag team match. We keep the Rhea, Io Sky, Bianca Belair match.
Uh
Like
huh.
imagine if they only kept the good matches and added like man, it could have been an all-timer. It
Yeah.
really imagine El Grande Americano versus Rey Mysterio, mask versus mask, if they had established the character earlier.
Yep.
But yeah. But all right. Any other final thoughts before we go?
I hope Cena's hair falls out.
Oh, didn't you see he told Pat McAfee straight up because of the bullying from wrestling fans, he had a hair
Good.
transplant.
Good. I'm glad.
I wonder if that's why he didn't show up much in the last like in the first 2 months of the year.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, dude. He got hair plugs.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It looks more full.
Dude, he has money. Of course he's gonna look full.
But yeah, well,
What,
folks,
you think he's going to Turkey to go get his fucking hair plugs?
I thought he went to Turkey to film a movie,
Huh?
but yeah, I think that's gonna cut it for us for today, folks. Now, before we go, I would like to announce we are actually sponsored for this episode.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, the sponsorship is us.
We're sponsored by us. That's
Yep,
sad.
on Redbubble. We now have t-shirts and stickers out on Redbubble. The link for the site will be included in our link tree connected to this episode. So, folks, you want to support us, go down there. Fernie even has his own shirt.
I do have my own shirt. Oh yeah,
Yeah. And I'm
it's
actually
been a
working on the
long week.
commercial. It should be done by this time next week.
Nice. This is
But
all news to me. Dito does a lot of things without me knowing.
yeah, you're welcome.
Woo! We have a T-shirt, guys.
All right.
All
Fernie,
right, let's
take us
let's kick
home.
this off. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us for the 11 count, where me and Eddie talk and bitch about wrestling, which we know absolutely nothing about, but it's something that we enjoy. Please check us out wherever you get your podcast needs, and also please check out Redbubble where you can buy our merchandise. I'm Bernie,
I've been Eddie.
and this was our WrestleMania 41 review. Ring the goddamn bell.